Welcome everyone to our next episode of Meet a Friend. We do this so we can get to know people from around the life of God Manchester Baptist Church, but not everyone is able to be here on camera. Why don't you, next time you're talking to someone from the church, spend a moment to perhaps ask them to tell you something about them that you don't know, or to ask them who's a Bible character that they admire. I'm going to do the work for you. We're going to meet someone and find out more. And as I say most weeks, this is one of my friends. This is a really good friend, this one. Hello there.
Hello, Daniel.
Please tell us who you are and how long you've been at God Manchester Baptist Church.
I'm Tony. I've been here now about almost 14 years.
Wow.
Almost as long as you.
Exactly. Tony joined very much a similar time to when I did. So got to know Tony well in that moment. So I've known you well. Tony, tell us something that maybe not many people know about you.
Well, I don't think people would know, because my first sort of proper job after leaving home when I was about 20 was that I was assistant warden in a youth hostel in the Lake District.
Oh, wow.
A place called, the youth hostel was called Longswaite, and it's right at the southern end of Lake Derwentwater, sort of south of Keswick.
Okay. I don't think people would know that about you.
No. So that was it. But there's another thing coupled with that, because at that time I had a motorbike.
Yes.
Just before I started there, I think it must have been, the M6 opened as a continuous motorway between Cannock in Staffordshire and Kendal.
Okay.
Much shorter than it is now.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that in those days, once you got on the motorbike at Kendal, you were on the motorway to the time you got off at Cannock, and the motorbike did about 100 miles an hour all the way.
Wow, very different.
The day before speed limits.
Okay.
Yeah.
That must have been the olden days.
The olden
days, as they say.
Yes, the olden days.
Wow. There you've learned two new things about Tony today. Tony, tell us a Bible character who inspires you, challenges you, perhaps is your favourite.
Well, I was thinking of this, and I've always been sort of intrigued about the feeding of the 5,000. It's the only one of Jesus' miracles that's mentioned in all four Gospels.
Yeah.
And in three of them, we have no idea where the loaves and fishes came from. But in John's Gospel, it tells us that it was a nameless boy.
Yeah.
The boy, it says, had 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. And so I'm going to choose the boy.
Yeah.
Because the boy gave up his lunch so that other people might have their lunch. And I think characters like that are sometimes really overlooked.
Yeah.
Now, we don't know how the boy was persuaded to give up his lunch, but he did. He could have run off and said, no, it's not. Yeah. But it just challenged me again when I read that the other day, that sometimes, we're asked to do things and they're not very significant things sometimes, but it could turn into significant things.
Yeah.
And it's just being ready to be willing to give what we've got at the time to the Lord, and just let him use whatever he's given to us, so that and then it can be multiplied and given to others as well. So the boy.
Amazing. What a challenge for us. Encourage you, whether you know God or not, whether you would call yourself a Christian or not. What can you give today to God that he may do miraculous things with? Have a good week.